Well, it's midweek. I was just checking with my time, and I got to realize that it's time to be here to do that major, massive package of everything sports from all over the world right here on the Joy Sports channel on Multi TV. So this week, there are so many things to talk about, especially as we hit midweek. There is news from the Ghana Premier League as the Ghana Football Association wants to drag Globacom to court over, unpaid sponsorship monies. Also, I'll be telling you about how Michael Essien captained Chelsea to win 2-0 in the Capital One Cup. Guess who it was against? It was against Arsenal. And the interesting thing is that Michael Essien, in the last game, was not even on the bench for Chelsea. This is one major cause of worry as he's not getting regular playing time in the league. But, well, maybe performing very good for the Black Stars as well. This is a major talking point, definitely. I'll also be taking you into the Italian Serie A, what's been happening in the major leagues all over the world. And, of course, here in Ghana, the discussion about having a technical director or, technical assistant for Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah is on. There are many other voices adding to the call for this technical support, and there are others who also believe otherwise. If you have a view, then you send a message. I know you already have a view. Send a message. It's 1760. If you're on your mobile phone, it will cost you only 30 Ghana pesos. And also, for free, you can just get on Facebook, get on your browser on your phone, and hit our Facebook wall. My name, Nathaniel Attoh, Citizen Attoh, and paste your comments there. I'll be glad to share with everyone else. The newspapers are already ready to go. The first short list for the FIFA Ballon d'Or award is out. Guess what? The names are in there. Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo, and, of course, Gareth Bale. And from the African continent, of course, the big source of pride, Yaya Toure, he is in there. But can he make it through to the final three? Well, it's a big question. And who wins it this year? I'm sure that you've got thoughts on those as well. The reason why you just have to hit social media and also hit our text consoles and get the messages in as we go through the 1 hour and 30 minutes of this thick package of sport. It's only here on the Joy Sports channel on Multi TV, and it's Sports Today. So you know what to do. Just relax. Give me a minute for commercials, and immediately we'll get into the newspapers. All right, so we get into action now, and I have the graphic sports here. It's a duo from Barcelona and a duo from Real Madrid. And you want to ask yourself, who will win the next Ballon d'Or award? Well, Messi won it a couple of times. Cristiano Ronaldo there as well. He's been, chased. His shadow has been chased severally by, Lionel Messi. And now Neymar, the new whiz kid from Brazil, and Gareth Bale, the world's most expensive player, are in there. From an African perspective, you'd want to think about Ivorian Yaya Toure, who is in there as well. And you want to ask yourself, can he make it into the final three? That's a big question I'm asking you as we get into the details of the stories we have for you today. There are some other stories on the back page of the Graphic Sports newspaper as well. There we are. This is the front page, and it has the FIFA Ballon d'Or, the race for the world's best player. It's on, and it's Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, and Messi there on the front page. And like I said, it's African interest, and you'd want to think about the man, Yaya Toure. And, of course, a former FA boss joins the debate. Appiah needs top-class support. And Cheikh Tiote, my word, that's what he says on the lifestyle page, which we'll be getting to in a second. Of course, there we have the Ivorian player, Cheikh Tiote, and that's what makes up his garage. A Bentley Continental, and, of course, a BMW X6. Fashionable as well from that fitting Savile Row-like suit there. So that's the life of Cheikh Tiote off the pitch. So there we are. Let's get into the inner pages of the Graphic Sports, and we've got, a feature here. And it says, in Coach Appiah we trust. There it is, and I'm sure that this is also an extension to the debate about whether we need any technical support. And this is written by Aristo Doce. So there we are. And there's a quote. It says, crucially, getting the right person to partner Jan was very essential, and this has taken a lot of burden off the captain. Okay, this is a big part of that extensive feature written by Aristo Doce on Coach Appiah and how much trust is reposed in him. Okay, so that's action from Europe as well, as Atletico beat Real Betis by 5-0. Atletico Madrid there. And, of course, results from other parts of the world, especially in Europe, which is supposed to be the most competitive. Kwadwo Asamoah there trying to pick that ball in that game. Okay, so that's action from Europe in the center spread. Now, Black Maidens will host Equatorial Guinea in a World Cup qualifier, and this is on Friday. It's in the Women's World Cup. Remember, Ghana has done its best for women's football at the competitive level in the under-17, where Ghana has won a bronze medal. And there it is. We've got the international page, the battle for the best. So there you see a picture with more of the players. We've got Robin van Persie in there. Luis Suarez is also in there. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Yaya Toure, of course. And Eden Hazard of Chelsea is also in there. Mesut Ozil is also there. He's brought such freshness into the Arsenal squad. And now there we are. And Manny Pacquiao is training like a 20-year-old to regain full form. And Adebayo is still on Besiktas' radar. Could be heading towards Turkey. Now, Emmanuel Frimpong has taken to Twitter and says that he's not playing for Arsenal because he's not written or English. Well, this is a major debate, and Serena Williams can still get better. That's the story in there. We can have a look at it. Okay, so take a look at the back page, and GFA is supposed to drag, they will be dragging Glow to court. There we are. So the Ghana Football Association will go to court to retrieve sponsorship money worth $6.5 million US. This relationship surely has to be reviewed because, it's created a lot of inconveniences, especially for the teams in the league who have struggled with sponsorship in recent times. Let's get into the 90 Minutes newspaper now. And Messi fights Messi fights Ronaldo. El Clasico shame. And I guess the story is talking about the El Clasico where Barcelona won it. And Juve fans salute fantastic Kwadwo Asamoah. And also Sule Ali Montari, he has a tattoo of Minaye, I beg your pardon, his wife, on his back. There we are. This is love. And there we are. So that's on his side, I guess. That's what it looks like. Sule Montari has a new tattoo of his wife on his skin. Okay. Bringing you the highlights of that these two matches as we see who picks up the League Cup trophy for the season. There we are. Okay, so let's look at the fixtures for today. Real Valladolid, they will play Sociedad. Almeria go to Valencia. Osasuna, they play Rayo Vallecano. Real Madrid, they will host Sevilla. And, of course, Granada will be hosting Atletico Madrid, who seem to be on fire. Getafe go away to Villarreal. And Athletic Bilbao play Elche, who do not have the services of Ghana's Richmond Boachi Adam, who is recovering after that concussion suffered in the last match day. Real Betis play Levante as well. Okay, so we will be getting into some more action from Europe. Let's turn our attention to what to expect from the Italian Serie A. And let's take a look at the matches to expect for later today. So there we are. AC Milan, Sule Ali Montari's AC Milan will play Lazio. Cagliari play Bologna, while Fiorentina play Napoli. Genoa, they will play Parma, while Hellas Verona plays Sampdoria, and Juventus play Catania, while Livorno hosts Torino, and Udinese go away to Sassuolo, while AS Roma, they play Chievo Verona. Okay, so some more messages are coming in here. Nathaniel Attoh says, Nat, did you see Wenger, I mean, and when Jose Mourinho was using his Team C, he was using Team A, but still fell at home. The color is still blue. Okay, thank you very much for that text message, Nathaniel Attoh. Now, Philip Helson Befi says, Nat, Yaya Toure, the Ivorian, can't make it to the final stage of the Ballon d'Or, and he's not better than Ronaldo, Messi, Ribery, etc. Okay, so that's what your view is. Share your views as we go ahead in the show. Now, Orlando Pirates goalie Senzo Meyiwa says that he wants to be the best on the continent of Africa as they prepare for the final of the CAF Champions League. Of course, it will surely be a very great time for the South Africans who look forward to overcoming the Egyptian opposition that will be posed them so they can get that major silverware on the continent. And of course, Senzo Meyiwa says that he wants to become the best on the African continent, already showing a lot of form as well. Now let's take a look at Egypt, and of course Al Ahly say that they will switch the final for the CAF Champions League final, and they have moved that game to the Arab Contractor Stadium, and this is putting FIFA under pressure to be resolute on its stance on the CAF Champions League and venues as well. Okay, so that game that will be played away in the away leg final against Al Ahly, they've moved it to the Arab Contractor Stadium, like I mentioned, and this has put pressure on FIFA to be resolute in its decision regarding the Cairo venue for the World Cup playoff between Egypt and Ghana. Ali were rescheduled to play their second leg tie at the Air Defense Stadium, but the match has been moved due to security concerns, with sources indicating that Al Ahly club president Hassan Hamdi sent a letter to the Egyptian Minister for Sports, Taher Abu Zaid, to arrange the change in venue. But, well, let's see how all of this plays in and whether it can make any difference at all in terms of the security situation. Okay, so Egypt will name their squad to face Ghana on November 14. That will be 5 days ahead of that game, and this is according to reports in the Egyptian media. Now, American coach Bob Bradley is expected to ring changes to his team that suffers the humiliating 6-1 defeat in the first leg of the World Cup playoffs against the Black Stars. One major change expected will be in the area of goalkeeping, with Sheriff Ekami still struggling with a knee injury he picked in the first leg earlier this month in Kumasi. Bradley is also expected to strengthen their defense in order not to concede excessively again, especially if the game is permitted to take place before their home crowd in Cairo. Okay, so there we are. We're doing some more, and CAF has given a November deadline to clubs from all over the world, from all over the continent to confirm their participants in the African competitions. Now, the Ghana FA has up to November 30 to confirm participants for next year's intercontinental club competitions. Now, the Confederation of African Football says that the FA has to confirm participants for next year's Champions League and Confederation Cup before November 30, and the football governing body on the continent will hold a draw for the competitions in December. So, Kotoko Brekum Chelsea will represent Ghana in the Champions League, while FA Cup holders Midiama SC and Ebusua Dwarfs will play in the Confederation Cup. Remember that Ghana has regained the extra slots that were lost in the CAF Champions League and the Confederation Cup. Okay, so we also now focus on Cape Verde, and Cape Verde have written to the Court of Arbitration for Sport to protest the suspension which denied them a place in the final playoffs of the FIFA and FIFA World Cup to be played in Brazil next year. Now, Cape Verde appealed to the Court of Arbitration for Sport over FIFA's ruling, which resulted in them losing out a place, pushing Tunisia forward instead. And this was on the grounds of using an unqualified player in one of their games. And, of course, this means that Tunisia is going ahead and they are playing Cameroon. So let's see what FIFA will say eventually about this particular playoff issue with Cape Verde. Okay, so Issa Hayatou has been honored by the FA of Algeria. Okay, so the CAF boss, President Issa Hayatou, has been decorated with the Olympic Order of Merit Award by the Algerian Olympic Committee in recognition of his contribution towards African football. And also remember that Hayatou himself was an athlete back then in his youthful days. So this was on October 28th, and this was to climax the Golden Jubilee anniversary of the Algerian Olympic Committee. And it was also in recognition of the success of African football during his tenure. Hayatou paid a courtesy call on Algerian Prime Minister Abdelmalek Selao in his office in Algiers. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so Issa Hayatou getting awarded by the Algerian FA. Now, Ivorian star Sheikh Tiote, whom we saw in the graphic sports on the Lifestyle newspaper, he has escaped a sentence. Now, the Premier League footballer has been given a suspended prison sentence after he pleaded guilty to possession of a fake driving license. Now, Newcastle United midfielder Sheikh Tiote admitted buying a fake Belgian license for €15,000, which is £12,800. Now, Tony Hawk's prosecuting said that Tiote tried to use the document to apply for a UK driving license from the DVLA. Now, at the Newcastle Crown Court, he was handed a 7-month sentence, suspended for 18 months and 180 hours of unpaid work. Ooh, that surely is a very, very disturbing one for the Ivorian star. Now, TP Mazembe will also camp in Ghana ahead of their CAF Confederation Cup final. So TP Mazembe finding home in Ghana and obviously having a lot of Ghanaian presence in the team as well. The Ravens are expected in Accra on November 14 to prepare for 6 days before moving to Tunisia. Now, TP Mazembe camped in Ghana before traveling to Bamako to face Stade Malien in their semi-final first leg tie. Okay, so that is it. TP Mazembe will be in Ghana. And they will prepare for the CAF Confederation Cup, the first edition of which was won by Accra Hearts of Oak. Okay, so I'll be sharing some more of the messages with you as well. Right now, let's take a listen to the assistant to the Youth and Sports Minister, Special Assistant to the Youth and Sports Minister, Yao Ampofo-Ankra, who's been talking about the calls for technical assistance for Coach Kwesi Appiah. He appeared on last Monday's edition of the Joy Sports track on Joy 99.7 FM. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Of an interview, it was a comment that supported other issues we were discussing at the time. I still think this isn't the right time, but for the purposes of just clarity, I mean, obviously, we're going to the World Cup. We have a plan. Preparation, campaign, where we'll stay, the friendly matches we'll play by the 6th of December. And I'm saying all this with due respect to Egypt. We've not beaten them yet. We are leading them 6-1 after
the first leg.
So it isn't game over. So I'm saying this with all due respect to Egypt. Now, God willing, we qualify. We need to put the master plan, the blueprint from the FA, their proposals need to be looked at, and I think the best thing should be done for the Black Stars, where we'll camp, the opponents will play depending on the draw, blah, blah, blah. There's so many components to making a successful team. What did we learn from Germany? We need perhaps to go back and look at the reports and the records, the do's and don'ts, what we did wrong. Did we implement them in South Africa? If we didn't, why not? Who's the technical manager? Not the coach. Technical manager in terms of logistics, communication, security. You need somebody who has that overall in charge. not the team manager. The team manager has a different responsibility. The Black Stars is no more a small team. And in Africa, some argue that in terms of the brand, Ghana perhaps has got the biggest or potential to be the biggest football brand on the continent. We might not be maximizing that. So these are areas that the FA needs to look at with the stakeholders. And that is not just the Ministry of Youth and Sports, that includes the media. You know, we need to make sure that brand Ghana by football, communications, the media, tourism, everything goes into our package for the World Cup. And then you have the responsibility of the head coach and the assistant, the masseur, the medical team, you know, the physiotherapist, 1 or 2 psychologists. But what I'm talking about is part of this. We need to make sure that Ghana catches up. You know, we've been doing very well because we're lucky to have a very, very good squad. And for the past, 10 years, even if you look at pre-Germany 2006, we've been lucky to have players coming through. We've just been lucky and blessed to have players coming through. But I think we need to meet the players at a point where we get them the best technical support. And that is no disrespect to Dukovic, to Milo, to Goran, or to Kwesi Appiah. I think people are being either hypocritical, pretending that, Ghana has arrived. We've not arrived. And I'm saying that we should help the coach so that when we go to the World Cup, we're very well prepared.
What kind of help would you suggest?
You mentioned just one area. And I'm sure...
That's my opinion. I want to hear yours.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying you've mentioned one area, which if we have to go into, I would do that. But I think this is not the right time. And I think the stakeholders whose job it is to do that would address that issue at the right time. Because what's happening now is that I think we're jumping about 2 or 3 guns.
Well, it's out there in the domain.
It's out there because... No. Again, I need to go back and explain again that I made these comments...
Well, if that's what you have to do...
...months ago, and the portion was taken and brought back now. Why that was done, I don't know the motive behind that.
All right, so there we are, Johan Pofonkra. This is surely a very big debate which is raging on. Well, GFA technical director, Francis Otiakenting also has his own views. He is against the idea of having, somebody, come over and take over the technical directorship of the Black Stars team.
I think they are ready. I've seen them train on so many occasions, but it's a long time I watched them play in a friendly match. So I decided that today I have to see them play, most especially if you may like it. I think this should be their last training match or practice match. So I decided to see them and then be able to also straighten 1 or 2 things. And I think I'm so happy, I'm delighted. I think the coaches have done a lot of work. Just some few areas in this practice match session which we will discuss with them, and then we will ask them questions, and then they will explain to us why such situations arose, and then after that we'll be able to see where we have to put things right. Well, he's already here. He was at the background there, and since Ben had the training with them this week, he felt it was very necessary that he should be on the bench. And he was assisting him anyway. He was also talking to him on the phone, and they were communicating. But I'm very sure that all what Ben had been doing had been a joint work, because whatever training session that they had gone through had been a discussion between both of them. And is really implementing them, and I think it is very good. If you have a very good assistant like that, you are always home and dry. Ben has been is very old on the job, and he knows the intricacies. He knows the in and out, and he's very matured. In fact, let me just put it like that. Ben is very matured in this work. So whether a head coach or no head coach, he will do the job. But I know that they have been putting their heads together to do this job. That will not come in now. We'll sit down on it and then probably advise the executive committee at the right time. But now we are facing the Equatorial Guinea. It's a difficult match. Yesterday I saw their results against the under-20. They defeated Côte d'Ivoire in Côte d'Ivoire 4-0 in Côte d'Ivoire. So once they have a very good senior side and they have a very good under-20 side, it also tells you that they will definitely have a very good under-17 side. But that notwithstanding, I believe we should be able to go through. But what I just want to tell you is that let us focus on the our focus. Yes, so that the world will focus on us. You see, so don't let us get into any other issue. Just let's look at it. Let's focus on the focus. Okay. The focus is to win. Is that not so? Yes, it's on Equatorial Guinea. We need to beat them. And let us do that. When we finish, then we can come out with any other matter. The communication director has also spoken about it. Mm-hmm. And I understand today Yao Ampofankra also straightened matters that is in full support of the Kwesi Appiah regime. So why are we talking? I think we have to forget about it. I believe it is not going to happen, and it will not happen. I believe Ghanaians, the citizenry, they have hope in Kwesi Appiah, and they have hope in the Technical and Development Committee set up by the Ghana Football Association, and then the Technical Directorate headed by Otia Kente. I think we should be able to, if Kwesi needs any advice, which I think he has. So we haven't left him like that. We haven't left him like that. Or is it because we have not been coming to the forefront? It is not right, because Kwesi is matured. His team is very good. He even has a psychologist who is a very big coach, and in person of Professor Minta. Okay. He has Maswe Kunadu. He has, the technical bench is good. So if Kwesi needs any help, he will definitely consult us. We have been sitting down with him. We have been holding series of meetings with him before, during, and after matches. For this very particular match that has been played, the one against Egypt. Before he left for Kumasi, the Technical and Development Committee sat down with him. We discussed issues which he definitely went through, implemented them. And during the distance too, we were with Coach Ade. The Technical and Development Committee sent Coach Ade, myself, Lai, and Mr. Wenyamche. And then, Augustine Ahimfo has always been there on the part of the PFA. If the man is having all the pieces of advice from all these people, with the Stephen Appiahs and the Tony Baffos and so on and so forth, everybody giving his piece or pieces of advice, together with the living legend Ben Kofi, who is around, Samadi, Otia Kente, Osam Dudu, and the rest. I mean, these are people with knowledge.
Okay, so you've heard it from Coach Otia Kente. Let's take a few messages now. Bismarck Kwame Chelsea Edu says, Nath, can someone now say that Chelsea are in top form? They played against our bench players and they are sweating down their panties. Chelsea have now won 6 consecutive matches and have played 9 matches without knowing defeat. With Mourinho on our side, victory becomes our culture. Now, Hamid Washidu Guarino says, this year's Ballon d'Or is for Hazard and the Coach of the Year is for the special one. Now, Jimabi Edward Azagi says, Messi is the best on earth. Ikechuku Kenneth Aja says, CR7 will win it and Chelsea will top the table come Saturday. Aite Anthony says that Essien should not be content. He should be given regular time. And Makafu Iswe Godsway says, is the Blues. What else matters? We can do it against whichever team. Sewonu Eric says, my best 3, Messi, Ronaldo, and Ribery. Okay. I'm loving the way the messages are coming in. You keep them coming in as we discuss some more here on the show. And, of course, as Coach Akentin was talking about the Black Maidens and their impending assignments for the next World Cup qualification, well, our cameras caught up with the team at training at the Accra Stadium, and we've got highlights.
Capito, how are you?
I'm good.
Nice one. How are preparations going with you guys? We know you have a big game on Saturday.
Okay, for about 2 months now, we are in camp prepared. We are mentally and physically prepared. We know the coaches has taken us through so many things. So what we have to do is just to come on Saturday and apply what we have done. We have been taught so many things. So we are waiting so that Saturday we'll just come and apply what we've been taught.
What will this game, the game that you played today, what will it do to you guys as you prepare for Saturday's game?
I know it's a very great game, or I may say it's a very crucial game. All we have to do is just to come out and win the game massively, because this is the final hurdle of the qualifier. So we have to win by all costs. And I know we are going to do it. I have confidence in my colleagues that we are going to do. We are going to beat them massively.
For you know, you guys, you have a history coming from Azerbaijan. You did very well in Azerbaijan, and now every Ghanaian will be expecting you to qualify to replicate the same performance, if not do better than what the girls that went to Azerbaijan to do. Do this put any pressure on you and your girls?
Oh, but I know for sure we are going to qualify and go beyond what we went through last year. I know for sure we are going to qualify.
Well, as you can see, we have prepared very well. And, maidens, people are expecting more from them. So during our training sessions, whatever we have been teaching them is working to perfection. We played some friendly matches against Migration and Police last week, and they are doing well. So we know that we still have some lapses, but God willing, we've corrected those things. As you can witness today, they are playing very well. We play against these boys because we want them to have the flair, whatever. The boys also are very fast in possession, whatever, as you saw. So that is why we play the boys, so that the tempo is very high for us on Sunday. So far, so good. I think on Saturday we are ready for the tournament. That is it, because normally, the boys are faster. If they are even very young, they are very fast on their turning, their speed, whatever. So we normally do that. That's last year also, we have been doing the same thing. And they are faster. So when we do that, at least they can be a little faster. When we meet our own female counterpart, then our tempo will be very high for us, as we can witness today. Oh, no, it's not any big pressure on us, because as you know, in Azerbaijan, they did well. As I said earlier, people will expect much from them. But we are taking it very cool. We know that is the way we started last year before we went to Azerbaijan. I wasn't there actually, but they did very well. So during their preparation, I can see that they will live out expectation. As people are expecting from them, they will repeat the same thing as they did last year. The starting lineup, I can say we have about five or six, the starting lineup. But those who didn't make a trip to Azerbaijan, most of them are around. So they can fill the gap for those who are left to the 20 side. So almost by roughly 12 players are around.
So there we are. Some more messages are coming in. We'll be sharing them with you in a bit. In a very short while, we'll be going to that story on Richmond Boakye-Adom and how well he's doing. We'll be taking a listen to his agent, Oliver Arthur. A round of commercials, and we continue with some more stories here on Sports Today on the Joy Sports channel on Multi TV.
Looking for a rapid response. Oh, Paulo Negredo to the rescue. Here's Whittaker. And ball through goal. Now it's Aguero who's in and beats the goalkeeper. Webber takes it on. Norwich City have a new hero. Here's Silva. That should finish it. Helps it on here to Howson.
Premier League show, thus and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on Joy Sports. The Premier League show.
That Richmond Boachi-Adom in the last game played for Elche in the Spanish La Liga collapsed and had a concussion on the pitch. He was rushed to the hospital where he's been recovering since. The news out is that Richmond Boachi-Adom could just be out for a fortnight. Well, we caught up with the agent for the player, Oliver Arthur, and he's been bringing us up to speed on the player's state of health.
It's recovering now, the player. He's okay now. The information I got from the doctors, he had a slight back injury, just a pain in the back. Luckily for us, he did not have any broken bones or cracks in his bones. So it was just a shock from the crash of the goalkeeper, and that's why he fainted. Now he's recovering and it's good. He's now walking. He can do things on his own now. So,
but do you have any idea when he's expected to return?
If I want to estimate, it wouldn't be more than 2 weeks. He should be back on the pitch.
Okay, so you've heard it from the agent Oliver Arthur. He says that he definitely be back after 2 weeks. That's what doctors are telling him. Okay, so we go ahead with some more. And the Black Stars midfielder Emmanuel Frimpong has been engaging in a row on Twitter. And this is because he has been talking about race and nationality being the reasons why he's unable to get a starting place in the Gunners. Okay, so this has surely sparked a very big debate, and what we will be monitoring will be the reactions that will come from the club, and if there will be any sanctions meted out to him. Clearly, this is a tone of frustration, and okay, so Emmanuel Frimpong, and the midfielder caused controversy on Monday when he suggested that his race and his nationality are the reason why he's unable to get starting time in Arsenal. And when he was asked why he was not involved in last night's Capital One Cup where they lost to Chelsea, he responded by tweeting, "Well, I want to laugh before adding, sometimes I wished I was white and English." Okay, so there we are. White and English. Okay. Okay, let's focus on some more. There will be no friendly game for the Black Stars ahead of the game against Egypt. Now, this is according to the spokesperson of the Ghana FA. Now, the Black Stars are scheduled to travel to a yet-to-be-confirmed venue to play the return fixture of after thrashing the Egyptians 6-1 during the first leg tie in Kumasi 2 weeks ago. Now, the Pharaohs have lined up a friendly against 2012 African champions Zambia on November 14, just 4 days before the game against Ghana. And the FA spokesperson Ibrahim Sani Dara has said that Ghana will not engage in any friendly game ahead of that big game. Okay, so we focus on the clubs here in Ghana, and the clubs have pocketed 25,000 Ghana cedis each, and this is the first tranche of money that will be given to the clubs as part of the SuperSport broadcast rights deal, and this is coming in at a very good time when clubs are really struggling with finances to earn sponsorship and all of that. All right, so from focusing on the league, we zero in on Ashanti Gold players who were rewarded with 400 Ghana Cedi bonus each for beating Accra Hearts of Oak. Each member of the 18-man Ashanti Gold squad who saw the defeat of Accra Hearts of Oak at the Obuasi and Clay Stadium last Sunday have been rewarded with 400 Ghana cedis each, which is $200 US. And very simple, they were able to beat Accra Hearts of Oak, a big club indeed, who also had their former manager, David Duncan, within their fold. And the Soccer Miners were able to achieve this very, very important feat, because of which everybody smiled to the bank for $200 US or 400 Ghana cedis. All right, so we also focus on some clubs that are dealing with money issues at the moment. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they have received 3-month salary arrears. Players and all the staff have been able, especially the players, have received 3-month salary arrears owed them by telecom giant MTN. All right, so there we are, and Asante Kotoko, they will be smiling to the bank as well. And UT Bank, they have supported Amida's professionals with 60,000 Ghana cedis, and this is a sponsorship deal which surely will go a long way to help the club in the Ghana Premier League. So UT Bank, whose mother company is UT Holdings, made the presentation.
It's quite a privilege to be associated with Amadeus. Sometime last year, actually after the beginning of last year's league, we approached Amadeus and said we wanted to have a relationship by way of giving them sponsorship. And this sponsorship was also to benefit us because they will carry UT's name across the whole country. So we experimented with the second half, right? And I think the feedback we get is quite good. The team is good, they're quite responsible, and they placed respectably last season. This year they've started on a good note, and we expect that they should be in the top 3 or top 4 by the end of the season. And we've decided to renew our relationship with them for the full season, not just half the season as in last year. I think we should develop this further, and it should encourage other institutions to also help the football business or the industry in this country. We know the benefit that we expect to reap, and we expect the team to also deliver, because if we put in our name, we wouldn't want to see them go through relegation or place badly on the league. So this is also to encourage the team, not only with the money, but with the moral support, that they will deliver the goods and redeem the name of Amadeus and UT synonymously.
Oh, seriously, this means a lot. I don't have to tell you, this means a lot, because, without money, you can't run a club in Ghana here. Where do you, at least, ask yourself, where do you get money from football in Ghana here? Before, when we were young, when you go to the stadium, you see any match at all, you see the stadium will be filled with capacity. But today, you go to the stadium, sometimes we play match, and after the match, the sports authority will give you 100 Ghana cedis as gift proceeds. 100 Ghana cedis. What do you do with? Before any match, our preparation, we go to hotel. We pay about 1,000 Ghana, food and others. At least before we play the match, we spend about 1,600, 1,700 Ghana cedis every week, and then you play, and then you make 100 Ghana. So at least if you have people like UT sponsoring, at least, Master, is a big thing, very big thing. This is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. At least their social responsibilities, because football is the passion of the nation. You see, when football collapses in Ghana here, I don't think a lot of things will move. But I don't see why corporate bodies are not trying to enter into football for sponsor. At least UT, they did it last season. They've done it this season. UT is still moving. Okay, UT is still moving. So why not other companies? Okay, so I think you, the journalists, you have a lot to do. Yes, you have a lot to do. You have to tell them. Because if I go to them, I tell them, okay, please come and sponsor me. He would think, because he will even ask me, you have your club. If you make money for yourself. Why should I come and sponsor you? But you have to make them know what they're going to gain, and then why they should sponsor clubs in Ghana here. So it's your duty. Oh yeah, money does a lot. In our daily lives, at least money contributes, I think, 90%. With money, you can do a lot of things. As my player said, sometimes the player will be waiting for his salary is not coming. He will win match, bonus will not come. You'll be telling him stories. The next time he will not win, because if he fights and then he wins, same story. But at least with this money, we can pay bonuses for some time, and then even pay salaries. So I think it will push us. It will encourage the boys to play, to fight more harder.
All right, so you heard it from Amida's professionals getting a very, very big sigh of relief. Now, Tedam Afipwa Felix says, Nat, I feel ashamed seeing our national stadium look like a burnt forest. Nat, one worrying football team in the Upper East region is cheating and corruption in both refereeing and FA regional executives. Well, we are not able to verify those claims, so we would have to hold on with that. Rebirth Hassel Atta says, Arsenal will win the Premier League. Okay, there are more stories here on the show, and we get into what is happening on November 23. We also tell you what is happening in the month of November with the MTN FA Cup commencing for this season. Who will it be? Will any of the small name teams from the second tier be a part of the MTN FA Cup? These are very big questions that later on we'll be answering here on the show. So can we... So there we are, looking forward to the big one itself, MTN FA Cup, bringing and sparking a whole load of competition in the national football calendar. Remember, it's open to all clubs that play in the various leagues, and it's amazing how some of them react when they get the exposure from playing in the MTN FA Cup. All right, so let us do some more here. Remember, on November 23, like I was mentioning to you, we've got the Joy Sports Invitational Season 7, corporate sporting event with football as the main focus. And, of course, there are major prizes to be won. It's the Team Spirit Award. Of course, it's the CEO's Penalty Shootout Award, the Men's Football Trophy, the Women's Penalty Shootout Trophy, as well as many. I'll do a commercial, and immediately after that, we bring you the excerpts from the Sweden Ghana Medical Center, who have started the build-up for us this year. They will be taking part in the competition for the very, very first time, and let's see what they will have to say. But right now, let's do a commercial.
Welcome to News File. We now have what is it that disables them from doing what is required of them.
If you have an electrical system and it is not coming on, maybe the fault is not just the bulb.
We have to look at our circumstances and whether they make sense.
No. Growth rate of 7% for the real sector. It's fantastic.
First and particularly, simply to make sure that whatever you're saying, please give me enough information so that I'll check and see whether or not what I have here is what you're talking about.
Very irresponsible talk.
It's about state of Ghana. Today is one of Kwashiorkor.
If 4 million votes should count, why are you asking for those votes to be annulled?
Politics, petty politics, propaganda-driven politics is what has led us to this particular embarrassment.
This is your most authoritative news analysis show. I am Samson Ladi Anyenini.
Newsfile is brought to you in association with
ASN Ghana Properties, built with you in mind.
Bank of Africa, strong as a group, close as a partner.
Star Assurance, your solid partner. MTN, everywhere you go.
Lipton, inspiration flowing from nature.
for a rapid response. Oh, Paulo Negredo to the rescue. Here's Whittaker. Van Bolstrom goal! Now it's Aguero who's in and beats the goalkeeper. Whittaker takes it on. Norwich City have a new hero. Here's Silva. That should finish it. Holds it on here to Howson.
Defense-splitting passes, net-rocking defending, crucial saves, heart-and-mouth moments, and breathtaking goals of the beautiful game.
Theo Walcott, what a magnificent individual goal!
Everything football on the Football Show on the Joy Sports channel and Multi-TV from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Mondays and Fridays. My name is George Addy Jr., and with my team of experts, expect razor-sharp analysis as we cover every conceivable angle and examine every scenario of the old beautiful game. Remember, it's Mondays and Fridays on the Joy Sports channel. This show is powered by Joy Sports, the thrill of the game.
Companies just get ready for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Well, I'm going to give you a very big idea now. And the Sweden-Ghana Medical Center in Accra, they have been getting ready for the upcoming Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Our cameras were there, caught up with them in the office. Let's see how it went.
A lot on international recruitment.
International recruitment.
Have a base of Ghanaian players, but we spice it up with some Scandinavian, Nigerian players.
They are going to be promising us that you're definitely going to win this one, right?
Oh, certainly. Yeah. This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
Oh,
yes. You're going to be winning
No, well, we're always ready, always ready.
Always ready.
You're
definitely going to convert that into a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, of course I'm a dangerous player because all my brothers who follow me, any pass they give it to me, I score. My brother, you know, everything they in football, but I believe that all our players, they are ready for everything, and we are going to do a better, wonders.
So how have you seen the training so far?
Oh, the training is very good. We just started, haven't kept long, but I see the performance is going on. No,
How many goals have you scored so far in training?
Every training I try to score 2, 3. 2, 3, yes.
Yeah, right now, I'll tell you that I moved from Real Madrid to Arsenal. And right now, I'm the record holder when it comes with Arsenal. They haven't signed any expensive player like me. And I have to prove myself to them that really they have bought a good player. I will be landing. I think I'll come in 1 week before the match. Yes, because I have to train with my people, prepare myself well, and all the distribution will be coming from me to my striker, Adebayo. I think for our training, we have the Saturday training in the morning, and we have jogging too that we do on Friday after work to keep fit. We know now, right now, we need much stamina. And we know that if we don't go much into training, we'll fall short. So we have prepared ourselves with the training aspect. So we'll come 23rd. They should expect us there. And we'll perform.
I combine the speed of David Luiz with the stamina of John Terry, the strength of Michael Essien, and we won't give any strike, even an ant sight of goal. Yes. No. They just leave me at the back and they just score. Pass and score. They're going back and forth. Yeah. Oh, it's been. I take it easy because I've already been put through the paces already. So it's encouraging, and we expect to have a good tournament. Yes, of course. We practice on how to complement each other on the pitch, and as I said, they don't have a problem because I'm at the back. So once I'm at the back, no go. They can make one no go. Yeah.
You're going to be doing a
I'm going to sing. I'm going to score goals. Me, myself, I want to play ball.
Yeah, you play.
Yes, I'll play.
Score, you're going to sing.
Yes, I'm going to sing. SGMC, SGMC, we go score the goals. SGMC, SGMC.
Okay, all right. So,
SGMC. Oh, expect more experience from me.
When it comes to management, you know, as a Wenger as a manager, that's what we do here. I manage them both on the field and off the field. And just as you can see, this is part of the management. We are all here representing live. Yeah. Even for the training, there are winning bonuses. Even for the training.
Even for the training?
Yes, even for the training.
So if you score a goal at training, you get...
And even representing here, they have bonuses. Right from here, we are signing it for them. Yes. I wouldn't say they should be scared. They should just come. This is our first time we are representing. They should just come, see us, and I'm sure next year they'll have something to talk about. We are here to win and to continue winning. That is what we are doing. Win and continue winning. Until Joy FM says no more tournaments. Yes.
SGMC, SGMC, we go score the goals.
SGMC, we go score the goals. Okay, so SGMC, Sweden-Ghana Medical Center, where they, give you alternatives for dealing with cancer. They are going to be a part of it. SGMC, they said they go score the goals. Okay, let's see how well they're able to do that on the day. Let's do a bit of tennis now, and we've got an international wrap for you.
In Paris, where Anderson was chasing his first win over the world number 15. Yuzny had picked up 2 titles this year, while the world number 21 was still looking for his first piece of silverware this season. First set going the way of the Russian. Yuzny continued to dominate and served for the match before Anderson slipped through the back door as he kept himself in the contest. Trailing 6-5 in the second, Yuzny asked for the trainer, who immediately focused on the shoulders and the right arm. Yuzny had no answer in the tiebreak as Anderson claimed his first set against the Russian. Trailing by 2-1 in the decider, Yuzny was forced to retire. The first win for Anderson over his opponent. Next up for the 27-year-old, Roger Federer.
On Tuesday, Djokovic wouldn't have it easy in the opening set as the 22-year-old denied him any break points, forcing the set to a tiebreaker. The Serb eventually came out on top and took the set 7-6. The second set was a completely different story, as breakpoints in the second and fourth games gave Djokovic a 5-love lead in the set. Herbert fought back to take the next 3 games, but the former world number 1 negotiated his way out of trouble to beat his opponent 6-3 and eventually in straight sets.
Kei Nishikori for the second time this year. In Shanghai, Tsonga won in straight sets. That was his first win against the world number 19. The first set went according to plan as the local favourite ticked the first of 2 boxes, but the match was far from over as a contest. Nishikori took Tsonga all the way in the second, where he won the tie-break that extended another highly entertaining clash. The third set followed the same pattern, and again a tie-break was needed to separate the 2 players. Having shown nerves of steel, Nishikori completed one of his best performances as he dumped the 8th seed out of the tournament.
All right, so there we are, and tennis for you. Let's do a bit of golf too now.
He's had a year to forget, but despite his up-and-down form, the former world number 1 believes he is improving. McIlroy has endured a disappointing winless season, but his game looked to be heading in the right direction for the final weeks of the European Tour season, with a second victory over Tiger Woods following his one-shot success in the duel at Jinsha Lake last year. McIlroy started the year on top of the world. He won 5 tournaments in 2013, but is still waiting to chalk up his first victory this season and has slumped to 6th in the world rankings. But a day after beating Woods in the match at Mission Hills, the Northern Irishman joined Phil Mickelson and Ian Poulter at a promotional event for this week's HSBC Champions Tournament in Shanghai.
Yeah, I mean, I don't just think after yesterday, but I feel like my game's been progressing quite a lot over the past few weeks or the past couple of months. So yeah, game feels good, and it's good to be back in Shanghai and playing in this tournament again. And I'm looking forward to hopefully a strong finish to the season and build some momentum going into next year as well.
Poulter has only one aim: to cling on to the trophy he won last year.
My expectations for the tournament this week are obviously to go and win. I'm defending champion. I've played this golf course many times, and this is my 10th year, 9th time at this golf course, and I feel very comfortable. So I'd like to, perform very well here and still pick up the trophy.
Okay, you saw Rory McIlroy there, the man who was said to be getting ready to take over from Tiger Woods. Hasn't really been able to achieve that, if you ask me. Now, Lakiba Clement says Asians should be given playing time. Ronaldo, Messi, Ribery will be the 3 nominees. Greetings to Captain Dogo and Attoh. Okay, so there it is. Everybody making their own projections as to who will make it to the final 3 of the FIFA Ballon d'Or award. Okay, so that's it. That's how we wrap it. Remember, there's the moment of the day coming up very shortly, but I'll say thank you to all of you for keeping it here on Joy Sports and staying here on the show. Later on, we will bring you the English Premier League show. The EPL show will be coming later on this evening. Of course, there will also be Sports Night with critical issues to be discussed. So let us meet up again on Friday as we look ahead to a big weekend of sport. Moment of the day coming up. My name is Nathaniel Attoh, and I have love for sport.
International Phil Jones volleyed home. Does his fellow England international Phil Jones volleyed home. Does his fellow England international Phil Jones volleyed home. Does his fellow England international Phil Jones volleyed home. Does his fellow England international Phil Jones volleyed home.